Today we're driving the new 2024 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. So unlike any other video, let's get right into this video. Getting up to speed from a turn, this Tundra delivers very well with the new 3.5 liter hybrid V6 that puts out an enormous amount of power, 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. This really gets the job done, whether it's hauling or towing or just if you need to pass a slow person on the highway. This Tundra has a very nice purr to the engine, and the 10-speed automatic shifts very smoothly and quickly. We will have a transmission evaluation a little bit later in this video, but for now, we're on a straight road that's pretty noisy, so let's give the wind noise a test. Now, we do have double pane windows, which is a premium feature that you don't see on normal cars like this, so that is going to help a little bit, but we do have 59 decibels. That's what we're sitting at when we're at 55 miles per hour, so that is not the best, but that is a pretty good reading, maybe right in the middle, let's just say that. So it's not going to be too loud, but it's not going to be the quietest car you would have been in if you were to get into a Mercedes S-Class. That most likely would be quieter. But now is the transmission evaluation, and that transmission is so smooth. The new 10-speed automatic is really smooth. It shifts very nicely and quickly. This transmission I see is a very good one. It's probably going to last a long time, and well, I would hope that it is as reliable as Toyota's old 5-speed and 6-speed automatic transmissions. Now, about the wind noise, we have those giant tires on this TRD Pro model, which is probably going to make a lot of noise. So this is the TRD Pro with the all-terrain tires, and those are from pretty big tires if you see my in-depth review. Now, surprisingly, it doesn't really make a lot of noise, which I really like, because most cars that have giant tires like that get really bad fuel economy and have a lot of wind noise, which is not always pleasant if you just want to have a little bit of rest. Now, this is meant for off-road, but still they don't go over the top, and I kind of like that, because some trucks do go over the top, and if you just want to get a simple task done, you just cannot do that with all of those fancy features that they have. And don't get me wrong, this Tundra has plenty of off-road modes. It can get the job done if you're going off-road, if you're going on a country road, if you're going on a dirt road with maybe a little bit too many potholes and maybe a steep hill. This Tundra can get up, but it's not going over the top, which is a good thing. Now, about the handling, this Tundra is a giant truck, 234 inches in length and 82 inches in width. That is a big truck we have here. However, it doesn't handle the best, I can say that. It's going to handle better than something like the Ram 1500, which is a couple inches shorter, but it's a pickup truck, so it's not going to be able to handle that well, but it is going to give you some okay handling if you just need to take the turn a little bit faster than you normally need to. Now, about the driving experience, this is a big car, like I was saying, but it doesn't feel like it's such a big car. That is the nice thing about this Tundra. It is a big car, and you have a lot of space in it. The space is used efficiently, but when driving it, like around a parking lot or around town like we are doing right now, it doesn't feel that big and cumbersome to drive like some cars like the Ram 1500. That was a nice car to drive, but it did feel like it was a giant pickup truck. It did feel like it was 232 inches in length, and that's not the best feeling to have when driving a car, because we just want to have an easy car that can maneuver around anywhere, and that just wasn't the car. But this, if you need the extra space, if you need the giant size, but you don't want it to feel that cumbersome and just want it to feel like a smaller car, this is probably one to consider, because it actually does feel like a smaller car. That's what I've seen and heard from the drivers that I've had on this channel about this car. I really like this TRD Pro trim level because it's not going over the top, but it does get the job done. I really like the red accents on the steering wheel and on the gear shifter and that Toyota Heritage badge, and I also noticed that the startup button was red. I also really like the camouflage seats and the red contrast stitching. Be sure to check out my in-depth review covering all of that because this was a pretty cool car to drive in. We are getting close to Victory Toyota of Canton, and they have let us drive this new Tundra for you guys today. So be sure to look at their inventory in the description, and be sure to check out their Tundras because they have more of them just like this one on their website. Special thanks to Tyler for driving and letting us review this car very efficiently. So be sure to check out his information and the link to this car below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.